Hi everyone. Welcome to the basic understanding on Google Sheets to help you improve on your journey to data analytics. And this is a basic window of Google Sheets. But if you do not know how to access Google Sheets in the first place, then all you have to do is go to your Google account and you see these three dots over here. So you can access Sheets from here, or you can simply click on sheets.new, and this will give you access to an entirely new spreadsheet. All right. So over here in this spreadsheet, let's give it a name. Welcome to the post. All right. Now over here is their basic window frame, and they have lots and lots of options, and you should explore all of them. But I'll just give you a basic understanding of the most essential ones. All right. Let's put the camera over here. All right. So first off, you have your top bar menus. You have access to your different options of files. The most important one over here is downloads to help you download in different formats. And if you want to share it with someone else, which will be very important in the collaborative world, then you can click share from here, or you can simply email directly people from here. Apart from that, you can edit your file, you can undo your mistakes, or use the shortcut keys over here, so on and so forth. Most interesting part I feel about the spreadsheet is how the layout is structured. Okay. So we have these columns, column B, column C, column B, the alphabets you can see. And you have your rows, that is row number one, row number two, row number four. The entire spreadsheet is referenced by cell. Okay. So these individual small blocks, these are called cells, and they are referred to as a cross section of the column and the row. So, for example, this cell is referred as C and then 5. So, the intersection of the column and the row C5. Similarly, this will be A1, this will be B2, this will be B4, so on and so forth. And this is clearly shown over here, as you can see. If you select multiple, then it'll talk about the range. For example, this is from B4 to E4, and that's what it exactly shows. Is from D2 to D11. That's what it shows. Similarly, if you select a two-dimensional thing with multiple rows and multiple columns, then you choose the top left one, that is B2, and the bottom right one, that is E12. I hope this is not too complicated. As and when you start using these things, it will be very, very simple. Right? After that, you can enter certain values into these cells. So let's start by entering my name. Right? Kaustubh. I guess this is looking too small, right? So you have the option to zoom in the entire pane from here. So let's make it 150%. See, it's zoomed in now. All right. After that, you can format it in multiple ways. You can change this alignment. Right now it's left aligned. You can make it right aligned. See, Costa became right aligned. You make center aligned, so on and so forth. All right. You can change its background color to different colors. You change text color, the text size you can increase or decrease. Make it bold, italics. As I said, there are a lot of options, and I want you to explore each and every one of them. I just explain you the little complex and important ones right now. All right. So let me just undo all of this, and let's have a basic new. All right. So let's say this is the name of different people. Okay. I'm just giving a row header over here. Name, and this is the age. Okay. The first row, I'm basically naming it the headers of my columns, which will describe what that entire column is all about. So this column will be name, this column will be age. All right. Uh, Now let's say my age it is 28. Let's say there is a person called Rajiv. His age is 24. There is Sanya, whose age is 31, and there is Priya. Age is 22. All right. Uh, Now you see that this is the header, and I think I've unnecessarily added a row over here. So I can simply choose to right click and delete this row. Okay. But I forgot one thing. I want to add which country are they from. Okay. Rather, which city are they from. So I can just write, and I want to add it in between these two. Okay, between A and B. So I don't have to copy paste nothing of that. So I can simply right click and insert one column on the left. So this add the space over here. Now I can add city, and let's say Kaustubh is from Bengaluru because that's where I'm from. Rajiv is from Jaipur. Sanya is from, let's say, Siliguri. I had a blockage over there. And Priya is from, let's say, Mumbai, right? Um, and it's like this entire detail set can be really big, right? So I just want to freeze this first row because those are the headers, so I want to look at them all the time. So I'll freeze the first, right? And do view, then freeze and first row. See now if I scroll, this name, city, and age, my headers are always visible. All right, this is how I freezed it. But that's not all. Let's say I suddenly think that okay, no, age should be on the left of city, so I can simply drag it and I can move it over here. Okay, you don't actually have to cut, copy, and paste. No. All right. With that clear, let's move to a bit more conceptual things on smart autofilling. And this is a very interesting thing. So let me just open one. Let's call this basically age groups. This is the name of my sub sheet, and let me add another other age group. Let's say uh, index. Okay, index numbers. So let's say I have different objects. Okay, and this is the price of that object. Okay, similarly, I'll just freeze the first row. All right, let's say it's apple, let's say it's orange, banana, okay, and then we have guava, we have watermelon, okay. And let's say I'm just giving arbitrary values. Let's say this is 50 rupees a piece, this is 35, this is 5, this is 40 rupees, and let's say this is 62 rupees. As much as I know about groceries. Okay. Uh, let's say I want to randomize this entire race. Okay, so I can just select all of this, right click, and in this view more cell options, there is a randomize range. Okay, so now if you see that things have the button randomized, let's do it once more. So you see the all the values have been jumbled up. All right, let me just undo it. Okay. Similarly, I can also autofill things. Now, how is autofill working out? Let's say there is a certain pattern. Okay, for example, um, let's say that I want to launch a certain set of products in a particular month. So let's say I'm deleting this. This is launch month. Okay. Let's say I want to launch clothes in my departmental store. I want to launch groceries. After that, there are electronics, there are cars, there are toys, and there is also, like, let's say, accessories. All right. But I want to launch it once every month. Okay. Just one object every month. I'm selecting a January 2022. Okay. Let's say 2024. Then to February 2024. Now, do you really think I have to enter all of this one by one? No. Google Sheets is smart enough. All you need to do is just select these two and you select this dot over here. All right. So you click on this dot and you drag it as far as you want and see it'll autofill the rest of the months depending on this logic. Let's say instead of January 2025, it was actually instead of February 2024, it was January 2025. So now the logic is once every year, right? If you drag this now, Google Sheets is smart enough and if you quickly understand this pattern is what you want. All right, you can do this for multiple things. This logic can also go for like numbers. For example, let me create a number set of 2, 4, 6, 8, basically gaps of 2. All right. So Google Sheets is smart enough to understand that this is the new pattern that you want. Okay. This works on negative numbers, decimals, everything. Now, one thing if you notice right now, when I was double clicking on this, it automatically understood that this is a date format, right? This is where Google Sheets number and date formats come into the picture. All right. Let's say if there is an average price over here, and this is 200, 400, 60, 100, 120, 150, etc. All right. These are not actually just random numbers, right? These are prices, right? So I can change the format over here. I can click on go formats. And then these are all the different formats that we have. Is a dollar value. Since we are in the Indian time zone, then there is also the Indian rupee. And if you see, the format is automatically selected. Similarly, for this, it is automatically selected the date and time format. If you want, you can choose it to anything. You can choose it as a plain text or anything. But I suggest you always choose the right format because it will help you in a lot of different things. All right. So this was a very quick session on the entire basic concepts of sheets. And in the next concept, we learn on some advanced things like tables and charts, which will be very, very interesting. I'll see you there. Make sure you understand this properly. Make sure you rewatch this. I want you to be 100% clear with this. All right. Okay. All the best.